what are for you the main pillars of an employee-centric employer branding strategy?
I think the most important thing in an employer brand strategy, specifically one that is aligned with company culture, is authenticity. Because if your employer brand doesn't align with your company culture, as I said before, you will harm your employer brand, because you will not have the credibility and trust inside the company, which you need to also have a strong employer brand outside of the company. Another part of the strategy would be employee involvement. You don't just want to create your EVP or your employer brand and then, publish it on a page somewhere and then let it die slowly. You really want to have people that are involved, and that can be done by already involving them in building the EVP, for example, through these surveys, but also through all kinds of different small actions, involving them in the testimonials as well, right? Obviously, keeping this employer brand alive and involving people through the entire process. Small side note: you will also need a lot of stakeholders, or good relationships with a lot of stakeholders, but also buy-in from your employees. If they are not going to be involved, they will probably not, be very willing to be a great brand ambassador. So this involvement is, I think, very important. Communication as well, I think, is very necessary to be consistent in your communication. Even if you just think about onboarding or offboarding or other processes or touch points with employees, I think an employee-centric strategy here could mean that you look at every communication you have or every touch point you have with your employees. How does this touch point really represent the company you wish to be? And I think there's a lot of low-hanging fruit and a lot of organizations there. And then also, of course, employee experience in general. The employees are the ones who can tell the true story, and the only thing you can do is kind of give people the tools and the possibility to share these stories. I think, of course, some people will always be the ones that go out into the world and talk a lot about you as an employer, but if you make it easier for other people to explain what kind of company you are, or to give them the right information or tooling to really go into the world and spread, the messages you're trying to bring, that I think will definitely strengthen the brand and should therefore be a part of an employee-centric strategy. And then, I would say you also have to think about evaluating the employer brand. I think it's not a static thing. It evolves over time with the company. A company that's growing, for example, the culture changes if you go from 10 employees to 100 to 1,000 to more. And I think your employer brand evolves with it. So it's important to kind of keep track of these evolutions. I think, again, it's very linked to company culture, but it makes sense because if it has to be authentic, it also has to be aligned with this part. And there again, you would need input of employees.